So we're here at this beautiful home in Canada to learn more about one of my favorite people in the whole world. Who is Raymond Chin and RC Real Estate? Let's go find out.
Hello.
Hey Ray, we want to ask you 40 quick rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yes, but first, take off your shoes.
Yes, sir. What time do you normally get up?
5:30.
That's early, man. What time do you normally go to sleep?
Whenever I pass out, generally around 11:30,
What's your morning routine like?
I wake up and drink 5 glasses of ice cold water, then go into my office and start assigning tasks for my team, and then go out for a 4.5 kilometer run. Come back and take an ice cold shower.
I'm probably still asleep by then. So, how is the real estate market in Ottawa right now?
Right now, it's not as crazy as it was the last 2.5 years. We're seeing a little bit of a cool down.
And what's your favorite thing about your role?
Every single day is different.
What's one feature that you'll always look for in a house, or what helps you fall in love with a house?
I'm in it right now, the kitchen.
So, on the opposite end, is there anything that's an instant turnoff for prospective buyers when walking through a house?
The smell of a home.
Goof. Okay, gotta ask my wife if I need a shower later. Ottawa's market typically lag behind other Canadian markets, such as Vancouver and Toronto. Has this changed at all in the last couple of years, or do you see this trend continuing?
I see this trend continuing.
Really? And what differentiates Ottawa from other markets in Canada?
We have everything a big metropolitan does, but in a smaller scale. And everyone's more friendly here.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that. As interest rates increase, do you see this market continuing as a seller's market, or what changes might you expect?
I'm probably going to expect to see more of a balanced market, and we might even see a burst of a buyer's market.
Interesting. What neighborhoods do you think are the highest in demand in Ottawa?
There are many, but a few come to mind. Rockcliffe, Westboro, and we're in it right now, Canada, the high-tech sector of Ottawa.
Are there any emerging neighborhoods that you see as a great investment opportunity?
One really comes to mind, and I have my eye on it, Carlington.
Interesting. Are you seeing more folks look for investment properties to either rent out or Airbnb?
Yes, more than ever. A lot of clients are refinancing their home, taking that equity and buying investment properties.
So if I'm looking for my first rental investment property, what would you recommend? A condo? A townhouse?
All of the above, and consult your real estate professional.
And since the launch of Ottawa's LRT, have we seen neighborhoods change at all that are walking distance to the LRT stations?
Yes, it's all about the location. People want to be closer and live to easy commute, and gas is super expensive.
That's true these days. What are some differences in Ottawa's housing market within the Greenbelt and outside of the Greenbelt?
Generally, within the green belt, all your amenities, your restaurants, shopping are within walking distance, as opposed to suburbs where you have to drive a bit.
And what are some ways I can increase the value of my home?
Renovate your kitchen and washrooms.
And what time of year is best to list my home for sale?
There is no best time of year, it's when you're ready. Cannot time the market.
So, is staging absolutely necessary when selling a house?
100%. Take a look at this home behind me.
It is beautiful. What rooms matter most to prospective buyers when looking for a home?
Master bedroom. Those are the ones paying down the mortgage.
Ooh, is that an invitation, Ray?
100% not.
What time of year is best to look for homes that's beneficial for buyers?
There is no perfect timing again, but generally try to avoid winter. You don't get to see the lawn, you don't see the landscaping. So spring, summer, fall would probably be the optimal time.
So what if I've been looking for the right home for my family for months but haven't found the right fit? How would you recommend I stay positive, or should we change our strategy to find the right home?
There is no perfect home. Consult with your real estate professional and see what the average days of market for a seller is, and generally how long a buyer should be taking to find a home.
All right, now for some easier questions.
Sure.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
They're the same company, but
True.
if you only had one choice, renovate the kitchen or the washroom?
Definitely the kitchen.
What's your favorite wine?
Bordeaux. And they say it's a little bit overpriced, but they're delicious.
Oh, I was expecting you to say the Raymond Chin wine.
That as well.
What's your favorite food?
I have cravings, different cravings, but lately, pizza.
Really? Not a Big Mac?
Maybe tomorrow.
Granite or quartz?
Quartz, just like this. Man-made, strong.
What's the proudest home you've sold?
It was a home that was on market with another brokerage for 4 years. Then we were hired to take over. We turned the marketing around. We sold it within probably about a month or so.
Wow, but I was expecting to say my house, Ray.
Yours as well, sorry.
What's the scariest home you've ever sold?
It was at the dead of winter, and there was an estate sale. The buyer and I walked in the home, left pretty quickly. It wasn't a right fit. As I locked the door, was walking away. The front door did have those screen doors. So when I walked away, the screen door was opening and closing for no reason. It was not very windy. That was a very odd moment.
It's probably Raymond Chin's ghost making sure he didn't wipe out when coming through the
Potentially.
door.
Potentially.
What's the best way to market a home nowadays?
Video and social media.
And what's your one favorite motto?
Failure to prepare is preparation for failure.
Do you ever take time to travel with 3 kids?
100%.
So where would your next trip be?
Would be at a cruise.
So you can just lock them up and do whatever you want?
Shh.
Would you rather drive or fly?
Drive because I can get work done.
So the $1,000,000 question, are you always in a suit?
100%. I would wear a suit to sleep if I can, but it would be very uncomfortable.
You do know they have suit pajamas.
Do they? I'm going to get one.
And what's the best gift you've ever received from a client?
It would be some hand-woven socks. You can tell I'm a sock fanatic. And thank you, Betty.
That sounds amazing, but again, I was expecting you to say my gift, man.
That was the second best gift.
Okay, I'll let this slide. So have you ever celebrated your own success?
I did. And normally don't self-indulge, but how I celebrated it was buying this watch. I spent a day with you, and we went around shopping for the right watch. It was over budget, but it was a pivotal point of my life. So thank you again for helping me choose the watch, and this has a lot of meaning to me.
Aw, that warms my heart a lot. So, do you have any predictions in Ottawa's housing market for the rest of the year?
It should continue to grow in terms of pricing, but it will be more of a balanced market, and it will probably have spurts of a buyer market indication.
All right, Ray. Thanks for dealing with all of our questions. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, when are you leaving? I need to sell this home.
All right, that's my cue.